What's that?
Just asked me if I want to share the party audio.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until one day...
And one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I stay here. What if I don't want to leave my office? To leave? Alright, fine. Mondays.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hold on, am I doing this right? Yes. Okay, so it's really only two things you could do. Okay. Can't open anything?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Bitch, I'm gonna keep touching it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. She's going to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Getting it all in.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about my coworkers. Like, you know, fuck them guys. I never liked them.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
This is possible. You can go suck a dick, bitch. 'Cause I like this room.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Nah, I don't believe you. See if you got more dialogue in there. They don't. Whatever.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I don't think so.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I like this mysterious warehouse looking thing. What if I just want to kill myself? Jump off. Okay, fuck it all. I'm gonna try it. It says, do not jump from cargo lift while in motion, will cause death. Cargo lift is 1,000, penalty for jumping off the cargo lift is 5,000. If I'm dead, then it doesn't fucking matter. I think I'll go with the 5,000. 5,000. Alex?
Look, Stanley, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Damn, Bill.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So what was it? Took the door on the right.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So I jumped off here, off the lift. Whenever it happens, the same thing happens if I just jump off here.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Yeah, same thing.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, fine. It's fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Never.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, fine.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone...
So wait, what if I...
Someone you've forgotten about?
What if I go here?
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
But I don't trust you.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Yeah, I don't think so. Mysterious voice inside of my head. I don't know who you are.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door.
The fuck happened to the other... Wait. No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley
Son of a
walked
bitch!
through the red door.
Ha! The blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What's this? Oh shit. What is this?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Don't know about this. Tempted. Fuck it.
Okay,
Huh?
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I think I'll give you a 1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1?
Yep.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Shove it up your ass.
I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh? Oh. Oh, leaderboard. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Some feedback, like Call of Duty or some shit. Yeah, yeah. I'm very last. Okay, whatever. Just for that bitch, get a 1 again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yeah, nah, I'm not feeling it.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh shit.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Yeah.
I think the world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm sorry, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over.
Huh?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh shit.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
This is nice. There's nothing here. Oh.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Hmm?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Son of a
You
bitch.
wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What the fuck?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost.
It's fucking Rocket League.
This is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh. Okay. Since I picked the blue door, going to the blue goal. No. Come on.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
This is fun, actually.
And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Oh?
Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Oh no, too many balls.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, hold on, what are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
This shit is fucking great. This is so much fun. I can't see shit. Yeah, but it's basically a game of choices. So you go around making choices, this choice, that choice. And I'm just fucking around, obviously. Supposed to follow the narrator's advice. But fuck that guy. To be fair, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Hmm. That's it? It's gonna put me back in office? Yep. Okay, that was fun. That was a fun little segue.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Still gonna pick the left or the right door.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
Standing now in this incredible room,
it is a wonderful room.
Understood true happiness.
Oh no, awesome.
Then the thief,
Great.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This time I'll go up top. I actually go up top this time.
On the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your
Who the
life.
fuck is her?
She's been waiting.
I don't know who that is. Lying. What?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nah. I'm not. I will not. Nope. We're not picking it up. I don't give a shit. Not picking it up. Matter of fact, can I unplug it?
Stanley picked up the phone.
No!
The light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life really.
I unplugged that shit.
Wait. Oh, goodness.
Exactly.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Which means what?
Decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
I'm gonna unplug it again. I'm gonna unplug it again. Here. Okay. What's going on? What the fuck is going on?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
oh, son of a bitch!
off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Think you're smarter than me, do you? Okay. I'm gonna figure out something. Fuck it up. I can fuck this up. I'm gonna figure out some way to fuck it up. Yeah, take that to your fucking choices. How about that? Close the fucking door. There's nothing? That doesn't piss you off, narrator? I can open and close this door all day. Alright, fine, whatever. What's going on here? They really making me go all the way back? That's fucking crazy.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I'm good. I'm gonna figure out something. Damn it.
Now remember, Remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Don't give me a choice to go to the left then, or to the right then.
He entered the door on his left.
No, no, no.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Damn. What the hell's going on in here? Shit's glitching. Oh damn it. They really gonna make me go this way this time for real? Damn it. Man, what the fuck ever. Two. Oh, oh my.
Ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? Well, it's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh no.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah, this shit was hilarious.
Upon you how important it was to be like Stanley. He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child. My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
So what's going on?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How about you just make it one choice? Because I'm always into this other one.
No! Why did you do that?
I see.
Hurry.
I love fucking with this.
Choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I think that's it, though. I think it's just gonna keep repeating.
On his left.
Oh, didn't just immediately cut off.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
This
entered the
nigga getting
door.
mad as hell. No, no. You're not doing it right. No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, that's it. I think that's it for this time.
Exactly as
Alright.
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Alright, whatever.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on his left. Blah blah, door on the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
RIP. Bronze. What is that? Up here? 427. It's not. Here. How's it doing that? Up there. Oh wow. Diligent employee like yourself, inclined toward the conflict. Unless you, damn it! Unless you're going too fucking fast. Can't open this? Why the fuck not?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's divert off the path somehow, damn it. I seen something. Something behind this door. Oh God.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw a door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
I did?
Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
I'm the most expensive boss.
And then spoke the code.
I gotta speak that shit for real?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
No.
Spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Right. There, they bullshitting. I ain't gotta say that shit.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Hold up, for real? Night Shark 115. See, that doesn't work.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect
Let me try, hold up.
He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then
Oh, it doesn't have a game chat.
you had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Nigga having a melt. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What's this? What is going on? I can see Stanley.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Is
This is fucking hilarious.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Now you broke Stanley.
Do something? Anything? This is more important than you can ever know.
Seems like it's over.
The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You
Nope.
listening to this? Stand
No.
there?
No.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay. That's fine. It is fucking hilarious, man. This is hilarious. I think I'm gonna stop right here, though. This shit is fucking... I love this shit. This is great. Says hoping... Hold on, wait, what's this? Who is this? Hope you're doing well. It's late here, but I'm having a good stream. Oh, some people fucking watching? I can't end it. The fucking people watching.
As soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
That was a fucking bot, probably.
To a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. We'll just see what happens. So my door on the left.
Yet there was not a
Yeah.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Wait.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh. I didn't know you could hear me. I'm just, meddling around on here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yeah, I'll entertain this for a little while longer. This is actually pretty interesting.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty...
My apologies for calling you a bot.
reason to still be here.
I like this broom closet, though.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
There
He's
is.
literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
It's a broom. Very beautiful broom.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please.
Why
give me some
not?
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Why not? And there's a beautiful mop bucket right here, you know?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
It is. It's great. He's a very good character. I enjoy entertaining this.
This is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get
Oh,
the
wow.
broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friend.
Oh, man.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah, that sounds like Stanley. Real.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen.
Really?
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
R.I.P. Stanley, indeed.
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I think I'm gonna stay just a little while longer. I think this is nice and pleasant. I'm talking to the stream, and this is quite entertaining. People like this. You know, it's not. It's really not lost at all. This is very this is a great mechanic, actually. The mechanic of free choices and scoofing around, if you will. What if I do like this? What if I almost get there? A tease, if you will. So we're like not dead, obviously. Maybe that's it. I think this is it, though. You know, then I'm curious why it asked me of the time. Let's see, so it's 2:10. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I want to be able to explore all the different possibilities. I seen some streamers stream it actually a couple years back, so I didn't watch everything, but I've seen enough to know that it's intuitive to do just random things, you know, just play around with the mechanics and stuff, you know. I think this is it, though. This might actually be it. I really did think that you could die here. Alright, well maybe, you know what? Just for the hell of it, we'll just continue forward and just pretend like, yeah.
Second Claire, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you too?
Yep.
Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Mm-hmm. This is awesome. You know, very sassy, but it's okay because I got my own little quips I can jab back at them. I do wonder about that last scene though, at the boss's office. Like, I don't know if his voice activated or not. I don't have my mic hooked up to where the game can hear me, but yeah. Right. Alright. Let's stop messing with them, shall we? Is it really though? Just pretend. Okay, fine. We're gonna. Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. You shouldn't have gave me the choice to go downstairs because I'm going downstairs. Oh wow. I can't see that. Hold up. Let me get closer to the TV, see if I can see it. Nah, it's illegible. Right. Like nothing ever came out of good. Ever came good from going into like a red room, you know.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
No.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last,
Maybe I'm not real.
That had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Because they never existed.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
This is actually pretty cool.
It was so much fun.
Oh!
That he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Really?
Then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, wow. What is this here?
To speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he
No. How about no?
the cool weight
I don't want to.
on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
No.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife And my job? All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Well, no, wait. I actually want a little bit more than that. Just, could you put like $1 million in my bank account too? Yes. Just, por favor. What the?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone.
Stanley's freaking out.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? And everything went black.
No.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, wow.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
And that is us.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through.
Yeah, no. Stanley would never.
And then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Like, she see me walking around and floating, and then hysterically flailing my arms and things.
Normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was
Yeah.
better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring.
Only a moment.
And then she turned and ran.
It didn't call 911 or anything. Like, wow. How selfish. Didn't just took tucked your tail and ran, huh? That's fair. To be fair, I get it. You know, who wants to be around and then you're a suspect. Like, wait a minute. So wait, how did this person die exactly? Where were you on the night of July the 13th? This, not the third. Like, yeah, that I get it. What was I saying? Oh. Okay. Is this it? Wait a minute, some of these wasn't on before. I mean, she probably wouldn't be, but everybody's a suspect until proven otherwise, you know. No, but definitely Stanley was crazy, so it was like open and close case, Johnson. This man was on PCP. Some type of hallucinogenic drug that made him think that he was talking to somebody.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, so did this one. Think I've exhausted all the dialogue from that door, seriously though. So we're gonna go this way. We'll continue to go this way. But I'm going back.
Yet there was not a single
Going back downstairs though. Think there's some things I can do down there.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Is anything gonna happen if I do this again?
No. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
It's Mr. Broom. We had to come by and say hi to Mr. Broom and Mr. Mop Bucket. My bestest 2 friends. And then Wrenchy with his spool of wire, you know? Yes, exactly. Stanley and the broom. This should be Stanley's parable with broom and mop bucket. Alright. See if anything else. Okay. The narrator's clearly like, I'm done with this. I don't give a damn what you do at this point. Like, I don't have anything to say.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Not going. We're going to go straight.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yeah.
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had...
Alright, so we need to get past this before... Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers...
Oh, I thought it was loop. It is looping.
For no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And
Son of a gun. Okay. Dang.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Can I, like, what happens if I go...
These rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They are.
Repeating. No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually...
I think we can get past this loop.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back.
All right. I got an idea.
Job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star.
Let's go backward. Oh, can't go backwards. Alright, so this just repeats from the same time. Okay, I get it.
And then perhaps the strangest question entered Stanley's head.
Yeah. That is pretty telltale sign of someone being kind of kooky.
Voice in my head, dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking.
I wish I could skip past this again, though, but I think I can once it gets to the cutscene, possibly.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing.
What's this say, number one?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this
Dad?
to all people in their
Maybe? It looks like a D,
Of course, this was not a dream.
but it's hard to tell.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
I am curious about these numbers. And then there was like some weird
in his life.
clocks that had like some stuff on them right here. Yes, these. I'm trying to figure out if it's probably just random.
That this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magic
Wait a minute.
just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain
I think the
all that?
second one is
This
like
voice
close
was a part of
to.
himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Yeah, I think the second one is actually the time in which I set in the game.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight.
Yeah. That's. I think that's why I'm compelled to play it, because it's one of those things where it just had it encourages thought-provoking thought experiments, if anything. Like, one thing that I've come to realize, at least about like certain things, is the back rooms, this complete narrative that people have made up, like this liminal space in which one could get lost, and like, I don't even know the whole lore with the back rooms exactly, but I find that fascinating. That and the what's the other one that's actually pretty interesting? SCP Foundation. You know, I think these are just completely made up things by people, but people have took them and kind of ran with it. You know, they've made it their own thing, and people have added on to it, and now it's just become like this thing that it's like alive, you know? SCP is actually pretty interesting. Alright, so can I skip this? No? Game? No, we don't want to do that.
Mariella woke up on a day.
Oh man.
She arose, got dressed, gathered
I
her
can still click
belongings,
on
and
stuff.
walked to her place of work.
Oh,
But
I
on this
could.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she was soon
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, like,
a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
I think that's what
He was obviously
the fun thing about being human is that creativity aspect that we all kind of share, you know, and
she thought to herself,
now everybody's perspective is different.
I am saying,
In the some seem similar, but not exactly. You know, like the perspective in which one can tell a story and I could tell it, you could tell a story and I could tell a story, it won't be the same. We both got the same story and had to say it word for word, it wouldn't come out the same way. Because we all hear very nuanced things, if you will. Like I knew once a person that
so it was only a moment that she
they would get offended by the very slightest thing. You could be trying to critique them about something, and if you said something in which that they felt was offensive, or it triggered them, even though you might have said it in that manner, like, oh, got a trophy. But yeah, it's very interesting. I got a couple trophies here. It's cool. Seems like I was doing something, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
Oh yeah. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Like, you don't understand. Like, I hope you have a good night.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Look at this shit.
He might find an answer there.
Alrighty.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. Honey in the evening. Honey for breakfast. Honey crisp. Oh no. Oh no. Close enough. What is this? Stream bathrooms. Can I read that? Tired of getting ash in your porcelain? I think that's what it says. Yeah. Faucets, pipes, and then shoots. Oh, whoa. Couldn't open this before. Hold on now. Business strategy. Alright, if I had to take that at face value, we take hostages. What's this say? Is this the same one? Expensive boss, yes, you are. Wait. So let's go down. Hey. Stanley. It's pretty good. How long? Wait a minute. How far does this shit go down? What the? Seriously? So wait, time out. Time out. I didn't even go anywhere. Get out of here. Hold up. Stanley. Okay, clearly. This is a fake elevator. Wow. So when nothing happens? Stanley. Huh? Oh snap, I wonder if this is copyrighted. What was that noise? Alright, so there's clearly nothing to this. That was fun.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Oh, what was the code?
The keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, of course not. Ever.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Happens, can I? Oh, I can't do it again. Oh. It's the back rooms. No, I pressed up. Guess there is no up.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control.
Oh. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. Really? I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, no, no. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Live once, YOLO. YOLO. Oh shit.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been...
What kind of place is this? Well, it has such a machine in the first place, though. Like, what the fuck is the purpose of this?
Of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yep, we're next. So, farewell, narrator.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Why am I still moving?
In a single instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body.
And why did it turn into a woman? What? Okay. That was weird. Okay, that's okay. Just,
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who is that? Mysterious voice. Still moving. I can see. Click things. Maybe I shouldn't have. Back. Okay, wait. I see something. There we go. Here we go. Back on track. Dang, it's completely dark that way. Wait a minute, what happened? What is... I mean, it's really dark. Wow.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
He was dead. Okay, what does it says? Two doors open, very concrete, Peter Stanley's Okay. Then what is this? This is like another game, and I think I remember this. Yeah. So wait, this has to be my office right here then. Probably. Who cares? Filing cabinets. What about them? I didn't interact with them shits too. The 3 computers I turned off. And I can still turn them off. How interesting. Hey, this is the rating system that I gave. Let's do though. Oh. Okay. I like that one. Sounds alien. What was that code again? It was 1... was it? 245 54. Doesn't matter. I'm dead. Stanley's dead, clearly. Okay. What is this? Back here now. Nature painting. A leaf. Nice mountainous region. Some more mountains. More mountains and some grass. Probably where Bigfoot lives. Somewhere here, you know? Ocean. A Loch Ness monster. Yeah. This looks like an ocean, but no. Yes. Or it could be very top of a mountain. Those could be clouds. It could be like the top peeking through the clouds. Or it could be water. I don't know. Okay. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. I go backwards. Oh, wait. What's that? Nope. There's nothing to explore here. Be on our merry little way. Press that button one more time. Oh, wait. What's this? Room. Some reason. Random. Any of this. Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Like, fuck this cubicle shit. Like, I want to fight the aliens. Oh, now that's odd. I mentioned money, about being like rich, and what do we have here? Can this game hear me? What is going on here? Okay. What the fuck? Getting weirded out a bit now. Strange number. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to write that down. Is it gonna... Greetings. Of this game, greetings. How many important voices just want to tell you, like Stanley Parable, as much as seeing a humorous small badger or something smoke. Son of a bitch. Oh, wow. Hold up, man. This is trippy. I need to be able to write some of these numbers down. Okay. You know what? Let's just... Okay, wait. I thought that said a Yahoo. Alright. Let's just get out of here. Let's get out of here. The hell? Stanley's office. Okay. That countdown disc. You know what? Let's go this way first. I don't remember some of this shit at all. Control.
Oh, I don't know. How about now look, they're throwing a surprise party. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Stanley jumped in the river.
Oh, it says narration outtakes. So this is.
Pushed the orange lever. River.
I'm gonna remember some of that. Orange lever, number 9. Okay, wait. This is a big circle. How the hell do I get out of here now? That's probably straight ahead.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Who is this? Is this like the programmer of the game? It was fun, but the lever.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save history. You can stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Turn off your PlayStation.
No!
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. Your only true choice.
Well, nope. I guess I'm gonna die.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Turn off your PlayStation right now. You know I'm on PlayStation. You know I'm not on PC. Like, what the? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. There was something about some cabinets. Like these ones in particular. Maybe it wasn't this one. Oh well, I digress. Just carry on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his...
They really locked the broom closet. Son of a bitch.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. Happens. It says anything different? Oh, does. Got a feeling. Money's for stealing. Not yours, of course. Says That's a Lowy purse. That's interesting. Okay, clearly that elevator doesn't work, but let's try it again. What the fuck? Okay. That's fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What if I don't want to go? Oh. Alright, so
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
let's go this way again. This time,
This passageway had the word escape.
once they tell me I can leave
But at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
backwards.
The door behind him was not shut.
Right.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
This time, Mr. Narrator, I shall heed your warning.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Oh. Camera. There's. That doesn't look like a computer. Definitely not a computer. What the fuck is that? Employee observation protocol. Data points. I hate Mondays. Sequence of numbers. A lot of numbers. Alright.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Yo!
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally
Where's my
monitored
number?
a space where freedom meant nothing.
I was 427, so that's me right there. Huh. Okay. So what are these now? Is some weird stuff going on here. Still can interact with Jack. And what's this one say?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Can I jump off?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Control status off.
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Control status
And
also
as the
off.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Hey, I appreciate that. That's coolio. I don't mind. I thank for even consideration. You know, that's very kind actually. For some reason or another. Says okay. So what's this? Okay. Okay, here we go. So
When
wait.
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
But what if hear me out, what if this is actually a good thing? So let's just perhaps turn this on and see what happens, because you know
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
They kept you enslaved all these years. You go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation. In the event this is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's
Now.
say 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yes.
It's your time to shine.
Okay.
You are the star.
My time to shine.
It's your story now.
Alright.
To your heart's desire.
2 minutes.
Oh, this is
Like Mission
much better
Impossible.
than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
How?
Precious moments, each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Four.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Where's 4?
I let the office sink into the ground,
2.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Correct?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
It's also incorrect.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
No, 34 seconds.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds. Time doesn't grow on trees.
I don't know what to do.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going?
This dude's the devil.
Supposed to be doing right now?
This dude is the devil. I've just come to the conclusion.
Something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little button in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One soul? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No. This guy.
Your ends are quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going
Well, you know what?
first, so you
I'm not giving you the satisfaction. I'm just gonna stand here
That's 30 seconds you have left.
and accept my fate.
Until a big boom and then nothing. No ending. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or
Nope.
will you let it go peacefully?
I'm done.
Have a choice. Make it count. Or don't.
It is-
It's all the same to me. All a part
It is
of
over.
you. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade
Open my
in
hands
until
like
the
hell
moment
divers and just embrace. See, I'm dead, so I can't actually talk. That's crazy.
How long
That's
was he sitting
crazy.
there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Yeah, this dude's clearly the devil. Like, nobody does this type of things and toying around with one's personal life and with such glee. He's clearly loving it. Loving every second. He's telling me what to do, not to do. That wasn't the computer that was on last time, by the way. It was actually the other one, so that's interesting. Sure if that means anything, but you know. What's that? It's either E7 or 73. But considering the cut would be so no. That's supposed to say something. So it's an E and an L. I don't know. Whoa, what's this? Content, huh? Hell. This mysterious door. Don't mind if I do.
Oh, new content.
Yeah.
What does that mean? New content.
What does that mean? Can I? Let's get me a. Yeah. About this, but you know what? Forget it. What can we be sure of? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Wow. For real?
Critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
2013. Wow.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Exactly. This is exact footage of how they did it.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
But wait a minute. I don't think I like this. 'Cause I didn't see the other content. So wait a minute. I don't want to see the new content.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
An elevator with no buttons.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we
Yeah.
be moving somewhere?
Should.
Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I guess I'm excited too.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
You shut up, devil. You've said enough. Throughout this whole journey, you've just been trying to narrate and poke and prod and tell me what to do, and then at the last minute, you thought I forgot. No. You said that you let me sit there days on end just pushing buttons. This existential.
All right, let's see. The jump.
Anywho's. What's this? Sorry. Okay. Press X to jump, huh? Really? I mean, can I do it outside the circle? No, I can't. So it's like, see, another telltale evidence that this dude's a devil and some type of weird spell is going on. I can only jump inside the circle, but outside the circle I can't jump. Yeah, okay. How about no? How about I don't play your little game and just keep it moving?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
So what's this? Alright, you know what? Fine. Let's just do it. Get it. Just gonna jump. So wait. This is... You get 25 jumps? But wait, 30 jump? And I can't jump anymore? This reminds me of an old hip-hop song from a band, or it's a group rather, Crisscross. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but jump. I know that was lame.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew that.
You know,
else.
somebody should do that on a YouTube video. Count to 30 trillion. I wonder how long that would take. Like, seriously, like that's an interesting thought. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance
Is it really?
signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. This is different. This is different. This mug is, I keep seeing this. I hate Mondays. Like, that's gotta be something important, like somewhere down the line. Yeah, I hate Mondays too. Everyone hates.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Yes. Says Die Hard moment. Screw coffee nut. Okay. Somebody saying they hate coffee?
Okay. You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Oh, this. Narrative, you shouldn't have.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wait. The Memory Zone? Like I shouldn't be here. I've barely done anything.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
What?
Remember back in October of 2014?
Son of a bitch, I'm on PlayStation. What the?
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
How dare you, narrator? You truly are the devil. Not only do you try to control my life by pulling strings and telling me what to do, you have the audacity to insult me on top of that by saying that cheap PlayStation port? Dare you? I have you know that I paid good money for this PlayStation, and it wasn't cheap, it wasn't cheap. And and neither are PCs, for that matter. So, just take your little narrative ass and shut up. This is nice. Peaceful.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every
I think it's
game
real
ever
rewards.
created."
I think they are.
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable
Skyrim
anymore.
was pretty good.
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay. Says, do not read any reviews except this one. Game like Stanley Parable. Describe any of it is risking ruination. It's ruination. Detail what has to say about the game design, illustrator choice. Okay. Yes. Comparisons. Okay, this is basically just Stanley Parable glazing. Here, that's what that is. Like, I understand. Flawless victory. Games rated 10 aren't perfect, since nothing is, but come as close as they can get in a given genre. Sorry, I said that wrong. It's the new must-have game sector. Pure ecstasy. Check out more reviews or the Decoid score guide. Got a little Reddit, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember Twitter? The tweets? Little they know that shit didn't last. Dang. So these are my memories. Very vague memories that I had. That's Minecraft. Person of the year, Stanley. Hey, and this is the two endings that I got so far. Stanley standing there, and then the lady finding me all weirded out and crazy. That is, I'm not sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure I did that. That's yeah, I remember that. That's when I started the game. That nice, that lovely. The narrator just so happened to put all this stuff together. So I don't. That's a nice car. This is I know what this is. This is like the fourth wall breaking type of thing, you know, as a person playing the game within the game. Yeah. Gotcha.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
GameSpot.com
is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Carol likes to venture off beaten path in life as well as in games. Fortunately, the narrator in her head isn't nearly as witty as the one in Stanley's Parable. Yeah, agree. Oh. that. Textures. I like to think that my narrative would be 9. Why is this blocked off? Are you hiding behind here? Serious room, huh? I think there's a downstairs.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
What is this?
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Ooh. Not recommended.
See, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! It's funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
See, I've watched enough Supernatural to know what flickering lights mean. You're not fooling me, narrator. I know. I'm on to you, sir. On to you. Oh wow, look at all this. The discarded views.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I find it to be quite charming. I'm having quite the loads of fun here. Whereas I probably should have been asleep a while ago. I'm still playing this game. So I think that's enough proof to say, at least, that this is enjoyable. I have here another discarded review, not recommended.
What to say. You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Actually, I do too.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Interesting. To be fair, I'm finding this to be quite lovely. In the freedom of choice exploration, and interesting enough, this guy reads like me. I just usually just kind of skim through it and take all the meat and potatoes out the paragraph. You know, you can't read everything, obviously, but to pronounce every word, come on, you all can read. I'm not talking to like kids here, like, you
And
know,
here
y'all
it
can
is.
read.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
No.
Yeah. We'll pretend that I've
Please.
just begun an interminable
Continue.
monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you,
Sound
and
like Bill
therefore,
Clinton.
by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction
Ain't not even
therefore
saying
becomes impossible
shit that
to
makes sense,
manufacture.
but okay.
It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before
I
lunchtime.
don't want to use the button necessarily, though. I like...
There is. How many billions left?
Maybe
Until so much more than
if I
forever
don't
ago,
push the
which is
button,
why I say
I won't hurt his
the
feelings.
story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by
And he'd be
becoming it is,
surprised
so on and
that I
so
didn't
forth,
push the
until
button.
inevitably, we all
You listen to
until
that?
the end of time,
Yeah.
at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah
Yep,
blah
yep,
blah
yep.
blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. But the logic of elimination working
This is
backwards,
great.
the reduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly
Okay, no, this
10,000
repeating now.
years,
Okay.
until just yesterday.
Hold up,
here
let's
and
see.
there,
One more
forward and
time.
back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until
Yeah, it's
we all until the end
repeating,
of
I
time,
think.
at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just
This
yet.
narrative is crazy. This is just insufferable.
Oh, you're back.
Not insufferable, that's the wrong word.
Frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver
the
a
wrong
long,
word.
rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice
It is.
in video games. Of course.
Now you see what I was saying.
It was perhaps one of my more profound
Definitely a game worth checking out.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a...
Oh, okay, fine. We're gonna skip that too.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yep.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's
Yep.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been
I don't
feeding
care.
you is becoming longer
I'm-
and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley! I'm
addicted
please
to
don't
pushing
push
the button now.
Again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh,
You're
God.
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all
About a
that time.
year.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat
There's a
down
year?
and watched
Really?
yourself move for one
I just
entire
said that
year?
randomly.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant.
Let me help you out with that again. How about that? Let me help you. How did I get out of here? I might be in trouble. Yeah.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's
Oh, this
talking too
nigga's
much. They
he's
said,
really
"First,
mad
he didn't
about
entertain us.
them
Now he won't
reviews.
shut up." It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world, as though there were no consequences.
Okay, you're rambling. Narrator. Hello. You got tired of my shit? Just keep on clicking until we can't click no more.
End is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I think I broke him. There's an outside? I forgot all about the outside. And clearly that's the only way I'm gonna get out. By K's room. Wow. It's like The Last of Us all of a sudden or some shit. That's how long have I been in this month? Like a long time. Some shit like that. I'm talking about centuries. And now there's an apocalypse. That looks scary. Cause that's outside, but clearly something's wrong. Alright, we just gonna fast forward another 100 years. Oh. That definitely doesn't sound pleasant. Like, what the hell? I mean, this would be a nice time for the narrator to say anything. It's like, what is those creatures? What is that sound? Oh, that sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. Let's go on. Oh, here we go. Can't press it anymore. Guess something happened. Oh. The Earth is no more. I done skipped to the end of time. At least I'm outside, I guess. It's crazy. Alright, so what? Now that I'm the only human left alive, I can finally be free of that narrator, that pesky narrator. Alright. Wow. So I guess he just wandered forever until couldn't wander anymore. That was the end. Now we're back. Wait. That's new. Hey man, it looks dirtier in here too. Oh? Can't answer it. Now that's definitely different.
Hi Stanley, just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need
I have a wife.
dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
So he wasn't lying. Just telling the truth about my wife trying to call. Ain't that interesting? Prestige. There's one more somewhere. Three computers. Wait a minute. That's exactly what that shit said, but what the hell's going on with all these bugs? Let's see. Like, it's like I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh. Nothing out the ordinary. Still. Real. Trying to make it extra appealing. Yeah, no.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I mean, no.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, so it's gonna repeat that loop. It's not gonna remember.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly,
Oh, that's different.
truly, deeply, madly, love.
Yes, a man can.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Valentine. Okay, so
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. But at last,
they're
he had
absolutely
enough of the
right.
amazing room.
I am creepy
So
and
first opened the door on his
compulsive.
left to get back to business.
He said, I think I've exhausted all the dialogue that way, so yeah. We'll just follow suit.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
But-
and got back on track.
Curiosity's getting the best of me, and they shouldn't have made this little red button here. Just have to push it. Come compelled to push the button.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yep.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's...
Where do I go?
Left.
Left? I don't know. Really want to know, like, I want to go somewhere else. Kind of want to... These buttons and...
Oh, no. No,
Oh,
it's to the right.
what?
Mistake.
Okay. Sure.
No, not the right. Why would I have
Son of
ever
a-
said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, no. Take your time. I have...
Now,
There.
let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
For real, though? Some shady storage unit looking thing? And you want me to go in here like this episode of Storage Wars, or perhaps a scary movie of some sort? Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Like, big kidnapper van, the headlights on, seemingly like an extra generator here for power so they can live off the grid. It's like that.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
Phone
have to
number.
get back to, who am I
27.
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story is
27.
completely unusable. How about,
I see
rather than
it.
waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turn that off. Turn that one off. Input somewhere. The input one. Fair enough. Cool. Oh. What do we have here?
Wait,
This-
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come,
Ooh.
Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find. Let's. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good old-fashioned exploration. Oh shit. It's the back rooms. Considering I seen that first, I'm
I'll say
alone.
it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
This is
Let's
actually
give it a
fun.
shot. Why
I
not?
know. Son of a... This motherfucker... Always ruining the
All
fun.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's cool. Ah, this person is. As I said before, devil. That was 2, 3. There was one. It was 4 computers, if I'm not mistaken. That was no door? Oh, how interesting.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Why isn't there any lights on this row? That's the real question. All these lights are out, but these lights are working. Yo, shout out to that person, that random person who said they were gonna put my stream on and just like play Fortnite. Like that actually means a lot. Like I actually sitting back thinking about that, and that means a lot actually, because they don't have to do that at all. The fact that they understand how the algorithm works, you're genius. Like,
No, wait.
I gotta
never
return the
mind.
favor
Not the
somehow.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I do apologize that I don't name kind stranger somewhere lost in the chat. What's this? What's this? But no, seriously, I do appreciate it. Like, and they were at least honest about it too. Like a lot of people, not very honest these days.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I tried really hard, my very best to break the
I don't feel
game.
right about this at all.
Indeed.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Clearly. Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
You'll be surprised how I'm not very good at like following instructions. And the fact that you impose this upon me, I feel even more compelled to stray away beaten path. Like, and that's different actually. I thought we was gonna go this way. How I feel. I did kind of want to see what's back here, so this is actually good. This is progress.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination? even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
I agree.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
That's quite possible.
That got a bit weird back there.
It did.
I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hey! Now it's an adventure. It's a circle. Hey, hey, hey. This better not be copyrighted. It probably is, though. So thank you, narrator. Thank you very much. What is going on here? Okay, we got here. Ledgers, incorporated balances, financial records. What you got over here? Departmental accounts, personal files, budget analysis. Just like the filing place. I thought it'd be something quirky or something interesting. See, I can't do all this. Like, what the? Oh.
And look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Really?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
And in that case, I'll take a screenshot of it so I won't miss anything. I'll take a screenshot from this angle too. That way. Foggy little smoker's brain be able to remember. Just kidding, I don't have foggy.
Wait,
I'll get on.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
I know which way to go.
Is any of this
I
really
know
well?
better than this punk ass line. You know what? No. Let's follow the line. Let's do that. This is the way we came. This is the way we came too. This is also the way. Yeah, Stanley's office. That's how I figured. So let's just go this way. I gotta say, this is actually a lot of fun. Fiddling around with this. Wait. Should I do this? Should I go back the other way that I know is the right way? Because this is probably going to just end up saying, oh no, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, let me reset the game. And then all of a sudden. Probably. Let's Just do it.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through...
I never trusted Line.
Anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
For the record, I never trusted that pesky Line. It's one.
You know what, Stanley?
Huh?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Yeah.
We're intelligent people, right?
Screw that
We'll
Line.
make up our own story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh. Okay. And what is...
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Like,
What do you want us
I'm going
to
in a
be?
circle.
Go wild. Use your
Son of a...
imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Wait. It's not a circle? It surely seems like a circle. Like...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like
Hell
to
no.
consider in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't
I actually
acknowledge
like
it.
this.
You should
How the
see it.
line kind of just found its way to us. Oh. Thought you was gonna get rid of me like the Kool-Aid Man or something. Busted out the ceiling. It's hilarious. That is hilarious. See, that's not fun, because I can't follow you up there, Line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Yes.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know
I
that
won't.
each door has to lead somewhere.
I'll just wait
Which
right
means
here.
that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn,
If I do walk in a
means that our
circle, not
destination
walking.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking
Nah,
the
I don't
right
even
door
know. I'm just
lead us to
kind of
where
just
we
going
need
off the
to
rails
go?
here.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all
I don't know what I'm
accounts,
doing.
the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Just kind of
Come,
exploring
Stanley.
and
Our destiny awaits.
going crazy. So I have no choice but to go this way, huh? That's cool. That's cool. We'll just go this way then. Ooh.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
And this game for...
Ending. You're telling me
That's not
what
true.
this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Just deviate from the maintenance room, restart,
Determined? So now, according
Restart.
to the schedule, I restart again.
It's about the
Then
previous
what?
restart.
Am I just supposed to forget?
And it's just to play the story,
Well,
but
I don't want
it's
to forget.
prevented, unable to go anywhere, do
Mine goes
anything.
blank
Game restart
simply
6
because it's
times.
written here on
Find the
this
line,
thing.
and follow the line,
Wall.
identify
Well,
identical
consider
relic.
me. Why don't I
Huh?
get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Deteriorate, attempt to make up a story.
I don't want it
Narrator
to be.
resets.
I don't want the
Seven
game to keep
time.
restarting. I don't want to
There's no
forget
longer an
what's
office,
going on.
just blank
I don't want to
space,
treat like
wandering
this.
in
I won't
blackness.
restart
Find
the
a
game.
book.
I won't do it.
Get
I won't
bored,
do
leave.
it. I won't do it.
Narrator leaves the game.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
Top a squat
They're
right
always
here.
saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the? Alright, and we're back. Surely we're back to like...
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Oh, things are definitely not the same. That wasn't... You didn't say that before. Content, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845.
Okay, so I had the right numbers,
really
but
impossible to guess. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Look at this. Alright, so what did I do last time I came here? I went to the left.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
yeah, that's right. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. I turned it on. So this time we're gonna turn it off. That's right. Turn it off.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept...
Hey, that's where we were earlier.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Notice something. There's only been like
Never.
2 people fired.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
not say
his
ever, but 2 people fired.
Utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
It's time.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
What?
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Guess
For
not.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I guess. Goodbye, job.
Stanley felt the
Bye.
cool breeze
Forever.
on his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That's subjective, but sure. Keep the game. That's it? Surely I
All
missed some
his co-workers
stuff.
had gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming
So I
to the
went
staircase, Stanley
downstairs
walked
before.
upstairs to
That's a
his
loop.
boss's office.
That's nothing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean, he wondered. Desperate for answers, he began turning the room over looking for clues that might unravel the situation, until at last he discovered a keypad behind the boss's desk. But alas, no code. For this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, that was the his dude here.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's try this again.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No.
The door behind him was not shut.
Last time,
Stanley still had every opportunity to
the lady
turn around
saved
and get
us.
back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. In fact, I use that temporary jump button, I would jump down here. Okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
And what is the purpose of this machine?
From a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this
It crushes
to his brief
nosy employees
Farewell, Stanley.
that couldn't stay on the path. Farewell, narrator. And then hello, woman.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
This is nothing.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Seen this
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
something different. That. It's fine. Freedom ending. That's new. Describe what color it pulled. What's this? The game is now paused. Thing that only ended when the player restarted. Escape menu. Unfortunately, few players realized this and were supposed to do, which frustrated everyone. I get that. Imaginative. What's this though? That's right. It was a vent. Yeah, I went through that vent. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I read that. I read those. Kinda. So I'm gonna keep coming here actually to see changes as new things happen, but
Oh, look
now,
at these two.
done.
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Blah blah blah.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
How?
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
Turn off the
As long as you move
PlayStation.
forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Oh.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose
Bye-bye.
it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Stanley's body was obliterated. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Office is closed. It closed like that before? This one. I think I don't have a choice. That way, to the right, through the warehouse, jump down that one spot. It's extra stuff. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's fine. Let's entertain this.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Very exciting, he says. His punk has not even introduced himself. His name, nothing. I don't know anything about this so-called narrator. Saying why? Hey. See, what's the purpose of that? It's not a mirror. It's a door. So that makes no sense. Because it wouldn't be inverted. Somebody literally put that... Anyway, you know what? I'm not even going...
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. What?
This, you
Really?
see, Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover
Say,
with a fully fledged
new
city.
mug.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Other one?
This is what fans have truly been
Damn it.
asking for.
That bothers me. Remembering player something. Damn it. Something. It's here somewhere. Second time. Investor showcase. 7, that's my cubicle number. 2.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier
2
than
ducks.
Oxydeluxe, don't you think?
Oxydeluxe.
What does it even
Deuce.
mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
Taste the
statement
sequel.
right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. Alright, so after this little series of events, and they put me back in the restarting point, I guess? I might call it. I think I'm gonna call it after this, for sure. Still not letting me read it. Estimate coffee. Joyer left their cup by the sofa that faces a blurry room. Okay. This is my second cup. Talk to me before I've had my sequel. Huh. Mug. Content. Oh, content is out. 2. Yep. What's this? Busted. Hotness. This game is too much. Shit's hilarious. Oh, it's the fern that they were talking about. It's important yet? There it is.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable
2
2 is going
Stanleys.
to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will
2.
sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything
2
scientific
eyes,
or
2 ears,
logical.
2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 naturally 2 penises. No, that's the natural progression with that one. Took my red marker. Duck. 2. Just seeing a theme here. This whole sequel. Driving it home. Sure. 2. 2. Even more to second floor of the expo. Wow.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
This. Hey.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me.
Enough talking, let me have it.
To be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Bucket? Best pals now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Screenshots. That happens.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday, stepniece. Get well someday. I think the stepniece one is far more insulting.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday it is.
Oh, you bastard. Psychology move there.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
Yes.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Easy. That simple, huh? It says, yours right now. Pull the lever, receive a new trophy, no more steps. It just works. Right now.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken.
Okay, you bastard.
But I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
How dare you? Alright. Because I don't know where this is going to go.
What else?
We're
What
going
other exhibits haven't we seen
to
yet?
all it. Sure, here. And explore the wonderful world of Stanley Parable 2. Oh, I mean, 2. They got me. They got me with the advertisements. Huh? Wait. Tomorrow. We shall explore Infinite Hole. That doesn't sound sexual at all. Until next time. Glad everybody chose to watch and tune in. Holiday Oreo. That's what that person's name was. That said that they were going to put their stream up or play Fortnite, but watch me. I appreciate that. That's crazy. Anyways, toodaloo.